Hello guys, in today's video I just want to talk about the good and the bad in the Division private beta. So there will be a open beta for Division 2 between the 1st and the 4th of March. So hopefully it fixes a few problems that was in the beta. So the light zone in DC. The missions felt good. I didn't personally run into any issues in the open world. It felt just as good as the alpha, especially in the private beta. The feeling of a group of NPCs that will flank you being unpredictable was a good touch. Not knowing what side they'd run and flank you from. The weapons and the player movement felt very good. Compared to the alpha, the movement does not feel like Ghost Recon Wildlands. So it's a bigger improvement from what I was previously experienced. The endgame mission versus the Black Tusk was a lot of fun. Each of the specializations felt different. The devs weren't lying when they said the ammo drops were low. Personally, I feel like they need to drop more ammo, but say at the intervals where they drop in the beta. But it was a lot of fun to use, especially the sniper rifle, the crossbow, and the grenade launcher. The Darkzone and PvP. Where do I even begin? Checkpoint turrets. The range on the turrets are fucking ridiculous. I mean, you can be shot all the way down a street, round a corner. I've seen it happen to a teammate. It's happened to myself in this little bit of gameplay you've seen. I didn't even know there's a checkpoint there. I walked around the corner. Out of the corner I saw the turret. I ran to turn around, and the shock on it is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you're instantly dead. There's just, as soon as you see the turret, you might as well not even try and run. So I've seen people complain about the health, the armor kits, especially like in PvP. But prime example being, when I've been in the Darkzone, I've done my Manhunt runs, I barely used my armor kits. I relied on the healing drone. People are going to have to get used to the fact that instead of using skills offensively to attack, just use two sets of skills in rotation to heal, like, I don't know, the Seeker Mine version and the drone, or I'm pretty sure the Hive skill has one and a drone. Just rotate your skills, and if you're PvP, just be more careful. Be more tactical. Plan when you're going to attack and go rogue. But I mean, that's all I want to say on that side of it. But I personally had no issues relying on the drone and the odd armor kit. Granted that we were only level 7 in the beta, so the gear wasn't particularly that great. Free roaming NPCs that patrol around, I feel like they need reducing, especially if you're playing solo in a Darkzone. I feel like around every other corner there was a patrol, and sometimes you didn't have enough time to heal, or if you're engaged in a firefight with one patrol, there'd be another patrol coming straight at you. And the only problems I found with the patrols were the shock ammo they had, or it felt like fire bullets as well. As soon as you were shocked, you felt like you were instantly basically dead. That you had no time to move. The shock felt like it went on for like a minute or two. Realistically, the shock needs to be a couple of seconds, and then try and get out of it. Shotguns, they felt very hard hitting, but I'm not going to moan about shotguns. Just they do melt through armor very quickly, and especially the AC-12, which is basically the showstopper from the Division 1. Now, I have used it in the alpha. The fire rate, the damage was still on par. But I ran into it a few times from other players, and when I actually got hit by it, in about 3-4 bullets, I was instantly dead. I do have a clip of it that I'll overlay on top of the audio, but man, shotguns are going to be dead in Division 2, and I feel like There will be people that will complain about it to try and get shotguns reduced with damage a little bit. But on the flip side of that, sniper rifles felt great, especially in PvP when you landed the shots. You know, I actually took on 2 people and went rogue against them, and I mostly sniped them. That was a lot of fun. Felt very satisfactory when you managed to do it with sniper rifles. Also, you know, I'm not gonna say it takes skill, but it was a lot of fun to do. And especially like when you've got a signature skill sniper rifle as well, you know, it's got potential to be a lot of fun right there, especially with the rifle category in general. Let's talk about disavowed rogue. This is going to be a very touchy subject right now, and it takes me back to when people complain about Division 1. The people who want to go into Darkzone or go rogue but not get punished for it. It feels like disavowed rogue. You get this little notification in your corner of your screen that says someone's gone rogue, but because they have no markings on them until they shoot a player, until they fully flag up rogue, it's a bit dodgy if you ask me. I've ran into several players that have decided to go obviously disavowed and then shoot you, and then funnily enough they've not even killed anyone, but they've gone a full level 1 rogue or level 3 rogue when that shouldn't happen. If you've not killed any other player, you shouldn't be going up a rogue level. And as I say that, I've literally got some gameplay footage of it where I'm running through a landmark to go to a checkpoint, leave the dark zone, and you've got this guy who was clearing landmark and these other 2 players. Those other 2 players were the disavowed rogues. I get within an inch of them, one of them shoots me and they flag up, and I'm like, holy shit. So I run around the corner. I start shooting back. By the time I'm shooting back, they've already gone from level 1 to level 3. They've not killed me or this random guy, but we both killed them, but, you know, that's besides the point. The rogue system needs to be balanced a bit more. Even if you discard rogue, there needs to be an audio cue or something that's still to tell you that there's a disavowed rogue in your area. I mean, even if they're not marked, but distinctly saying if there's a disavowed rogue in your area, I think would be the best thing to do, because I didn't even notice it in the beta when the audio bugs were not even playing up, but that's the way I see that, or full rogue. Your rogue timer goes down far too quickly. Personally, I feel like the rogue timer needs to be extended just a little bit more, and I've had a lot of people agree with me on it, just because the distance between SHD hacks and Darkzone chests for you to hack sometimes are so far away, you don't have enough time to get to them to then extend the timer. So, you know, I feel like there does need to be an extension on the timer, just just a little bit. It was my second Manhunt run. The brand new Manhunt system is a massive, massive improvement over Division 1's. Now with 3 terminals. They're spread apart, not too far away. And they have tiers. So you start at tier 3 with the option of either cleansing your Manhunt or extending your Manhunt status. So basically what it does is it maximizes it. So when you then go to tier 2, that's then 2 rewards that you gain from it until your final one, which is tier 3. So you basically get like 3 rewards or whatever they decide to do come full release. Like I say, it's so much more better. It feels more rewarding to go Manhunt. I mean, it takes a lot longer to go Manhunt now. It is a lot of fun, but also the other issue is the Dark Zone does need to be extended from 12 players. It's simply just not enough for its size. I'm not saying go back to Division 1s, which is something like 24 players, because of like fears of multi-grouping, but the servers do need to be extended at least to 16 to 18 players for the sheer size of it, because people go in the Dark Zone to PvP. At the end of the day, yes, you go in the dark zone to loot, but people simply go in there to PvP. And you know, I'm not being funny, but this is where a lot of people won't like it when I say it. But the dark zone is an unfair place. You know, it's always been high risk versus high reward, and quite frankly, the way the new rogue system works, I mean, for people that love going manhunt, there needs to be more players in these servers, I'm afraid. Moving on from all of this conflict, what can I say really? The brand new skirmish mode is amazing. It's so much better than Division 1's, you know, custom made skirmish maps, same for domination. It's just going to be a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself playing the maps.